So Amazon have announced that they are buying Whole Foods Market. Now, Whole Foods is one of the biggest supermarket chains in the US. Now, Amazon are huge. They're a behemoth. They're worth nearly $500 billion US. So this move is certainly something that shakes up the retail world, and especially those that are running supermarkets around the world. In fact, stock prices of some of these has already plummeted. So what does this mean for you as a consumer or somebody in business? Let's dive in.
From Auckland, New Zealand, and in partnership with Gorilla Technology, your 3 minutes with host Paul Spain starts now.
Business and technology commentator,
technology expert Paul Spain.
So let's look back. Last year, Amazon showed off a new concept in retailing where you would walk into a store, just scan your phone, and then grab whatever you wanted off the store shelves and walk out again. No cashier, no checkout. Amazon Go was the name of the first version of this concept, and it is something that sounds quite transformative in terms of retail. We of course know that Amazon also been working on lots of other things to change the buying experience for consumers. For instance, you have the ability with Amazon to have goods shipped for free, some things delivered within 1 hour, groceries, books, electronics, all sorts of products. So they really are stirring things up. Add in the sorts of technologies that they've been experimenting with and using on a practical basis for a number of years, like robotics. Drones, of course, comes into that experimental field for them. They're really leading the charge in terms of change in the area of retail, both in the US and around the world, leading to massive disruption over the years ahead. And uniquely, Amazon tend to be quite comfortable to operate without making a profit. So this is another thing that obviously scares some other retailers who are already dealing with thin margins, finding it hard to make a profit, competing against a company that doesn't seem too interested in making profits. So what's happening now is this is a $13 billion acquisition for Amazon. Not too much money for them to acquire Whole Foods in the scheme of it. And what it means is that we will see probably an acceleration of what Amazon have been doing in terms of trying to turn the retail world upside down with their direct online selling. And now this really puts them squarely into people's neighborhoods, certainly in the US, where people will see those stores. Now, we don't know exactly what they're going to do, and of course in the past Amazon have taken some different approaches. Zappos that they acquired a number of years ago, they've let that operate fairly independently from the Amazon as the parent. So there's no guarantee on what they're going to do, but I think that certainly there will be a number of organizations that are feeling a little bit uneasy. So what's my recommendation for you? Well, as an individual, I think, look, it's important that we keep an eye on what's going on out there. We utilize the best of technology that's coming through. Don't be scared about the changes that are taking place. Sure, if you're working in a supermarket in the retail world, well, think about how you can add more value in what you do so that you're a valuable player, regardless of what happens in terms of disruption to that industry, so that you're super valuable wherever you're working and would be valuable in another industry too. So that's important. If you're not working in that space, well, you get to kind of watch, enjoy, and ride the wave of where technology is taking us. If you're in business, well, if you're in the retail space, then you want to do what I would recommend for all businesses, just to stay at the forefront of technology, be utilizing what's happening, know what's coming, what changes are happening in your industry, and work out how can you differentiate your business, how can you deliver something that's unique and better and really serves your customers in a fantastic way. If you're doing that, you minimize what the impact is of these big global players as they start coming in and trying to eat your lunch, which is not something you probably want. All right, well, that's it for me this week. So thank you for joining me on the video. You can, of course, follow me on social media, and you can find my updates by registering paulspain.com/updates.